referenced links these common everyday, admittedly low level, nobody's disputing the fact that it's low level, but these low level exposures are linked to a long list of adverse health effects, and that's the problem. And these adverse health effects, or adverse biological health effects, and it's not very sexy, this, but this is really what's happening under the hood, so to speak. A whole load of effects like DNA and single double strand breaks, altered gene expression, oxidative damage, very important to the mitochondrial DNA, oxidative damage throughout really cellular systems and tissues, increased blood-brain permeability. The blood-brain barrier is what protects your brain from toxins and keeps the essential nutrients in. We've got research going back to the 1960s, which is showing that this happens, and it happens really quickly, also within minutes of exposure, for instance, to a cell phone. Increased brain glucose metabolism. Yeah, okay, so we've all noticed, or how many people in your family have got diabetes or weight problems? Yeah, generation of stress proteins, changes in cellular free radical activity, which is known to be a precursor to disease, heating of DNA, alteration of heart rhythm. A lot of research on that, even in young people, how these EMFs, notably on the radio frequency microwave radiation, the RF, how that is impacting the heart, the cardiovascular system, altered stem cell development, very important because of their ability to regenerate, repair damaged system, damaged tissues, and damage to the endocrine system, hormones. Yeah. So that's just some of it. I mean, that's really a short summary. I could go on, but it gives you a taste. And so the thing is, when we talk about this, that doesn't mean much to most people. But what does mean, what does speak to people, is when we're talking about the diseases which are associated with these exposures. And there is, again, a long list of diseases associated with these exposures, notably with these RF exposures. That's what I'm talking about here. Notably cancer. And the Swedish study group, the Hardell group in Sweden, has done some brilliant research on this, published some very high quality studies. Brain and heart tumors from animal studies. Cardiovascular disease is another big one. Memory and learning deficits. And that's even a problem for children. It's a problem for all people, all humans, but notably a problem for children. Alzheimer's disease, over a dozen studies just on that alone. Chronic fatigue through oxidative stress and effects on the antioxidant defense system. Diabetes, as I mentioned, and what's called electrical hypersensitivity or microwave syndrome. EHS is another word for it, which is what brought me to this work, which was what I experienced, which is why I'm talking about this, because I had this reaction out the blue one day to my cell phone in 2002, and that's how it all started, because I wondered what the heck was going on. And